Oh,
When you're ranked in the top five, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road in this high squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Lindsey. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Off play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Spartans very efficient with this passing game.
You like that, Reese? You like that? I think so. This is an offense that, listen, when you've got a guy back there, they can be efficient. Make no mistake, they're going to run the football, but when you get that Kirk Cousins guys, you start to really like the offense.
The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. The Spartans can really attack on this second and short. Sends it back in motion. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And the Spartans come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. There he goes. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down. The Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Hands it off on the counter. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense fortunate to still have the ball, but also facing a big third down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. So Texas offense will try to get something going with their first possession. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
They'll go with a direct snap. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, More big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some movement.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Longhorns are marching down the field. The give.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about handing that puppy out.
Second down, he'll throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you can tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Wants to throw on first down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the grab. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a fourth down.
Number 13, on to kick it away.
On his way back from the 20. Slips through the line. Oh, what a cut! Touchdown Longhorns! Stealing a score on special teams.
Number 7 takes it back from
The whole thought process is just get the ball back and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball reached. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution in that punt return.
And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Off the play fake on first down. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. They'll run it from the gun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer.
Turning it on! Knocked out of bounds at the 7-yard line. The big run's going to make it 1st and goal. The Spartans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Will they be able to get that 1 more yard and stick it in here on 3rd down? Trying to march in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Spartans!
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you got to have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on the running back to score that touchdown.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. On the move. He breaks a tackle. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Those horns are up, and they are sharp in the running game.
Yeah, just pounding the rock, playing physical. And I think when you think about great Texas teams, you probably think about the running game, the physicality. And I can go through so many backs with Cedric Benson and Ricky Williams and all those guys that, and just recently Bijan Robinson, high draft picks, really, really good running backs.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab over the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Listen, nice completion, short game. Now you get to 3rd down. 3rd down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on 3rd down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
Fires to the right. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Longhorns will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll call for the fair catch. Get at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out quickly.
I love fullbacks that can catch the football. These guys aren't just blockers. They're not just smash-mouth players. But these guys, they've got some finesse to their game and some soft hands to go with it.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this third down from deep in your own territory. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. Breaks into the open. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. A run for the quarterback. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
And that is how you bring it. You see the ball, you go get it right now, and you bring the wood with some bad intentions.
The Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the left. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense has it. They're on the move. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. The Longhorns will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in the window.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. He leaves it with his back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in East Lansing. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Spartan Stadium.
And the Spartans will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Trying to set the tone with the run. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Give to the running back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run from the shotgun. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
That is the exact energy they talked about at halftime. Like coming out with right now for this defense. You're trailing, but it's a close game. It's a one-possession game. Come out and set the tone. That's exactly what they did, forcing the punt on the first drive.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Pressure in his face, and he lets him fly.
Well, this quarterback's starting taking a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A third down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Rushes on him. You know those defenders wanted to light him up. Quarterback wisely gets down with the slide. The Spartans will call on their punt team. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Motion from the wide receiver. Jet sweep to the receiver. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
You want to stop the jet sweep and be successful, get some penetration right now towards those edges, right where they're running the football. Defense was ready, got him on the ground, and stopped that play before it ever.
There he goes. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Looking for room, it's Allison. Got the first down, looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease...
It's complete! They will score! Touchdown, Longhorns!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the returner will be brought down. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Got his man on the right. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. And the Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. And this wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Finds his back in the middle. And he's wrestled to the ground. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Great place to start for this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Working that left side now. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going.
This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Trying to take it back. Stopped at the 46-yard line and just making a play and turning in the interception. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
And a nice run there before the defense makes the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. Turning it on. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down. The Spartans are moving quickly down the field. He'll take it himself. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. And the Spartans want to pick up the tempo. To the air on second down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan State.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Brings into the open. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. They'll leave it with him.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on 2nd down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They'll run the screen. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
That's a tough one to execute on offense in that situation. 3rd down, you know it's going to be man coverage. If that receiver's not able to create any separation, then he's going to get tackled as soon as he catches the ball. That's exactly what happened, now setting up 4th down.
The Longhorns send out the punt unit. When the punt team gets down there and touches it dead, that's where they'll put it in play. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Rides the back and leaves it. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Intercepted. The defense has set him up.
And that is a backbreaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
The give to the lone running back. Breaks the tackle. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Longhorns hope to be able to run out the clock in this final minute. Going to the run, it's Allison. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the